Okay, let's see. Next question is, let's say, what should I do if my job changes as a result of a company restructuring? So a lot of people's jobs will change as a result of restructuring. Some things that you need to know. Most companies, it will take them about 60 days. They'll need, a month or 2 months worth of data to know the damage of what's happened, and then they'll make corrections. They'll do layoffs. So we're going to start to see a lot of that peak. The more traditional businesses, right? It was obvious that restaurants, hospitality, they were losing business. They knew they had to make cuts fast. But other companies are still waiting for their end of the month data to see where they're at. So we're going to see a lot more layoffs coming. Also see a lot of restructuring. I've already talked to people who have said, they cut my hours, or they let someone go and they split her responsibilities up between me and two other people. And, there's no pay raise. In fact, they gave us all a 10% pay cut in order to stay here. And we have more responsibilities. These are all actual scenarios that can happen to you folks. Because remember, your employer is just trying to keep the business in business. If they don't make cuts, everyone will lose their jobs. So they're trying to save as many jobs as they can. And that generally means some people losing their jobs and cutting costs and making people do more with less. So first of all, let the dust settle on that. Just get that in organ, find out what your new responsibilities are and go with it and do the very best that you can. Show your company that you're appreciative of what they've done and just try to do the very best you can. As far as looking for a new job, understand that a lot of companies are going to put on hiring freezes. That doesn't mean they're not going to network. That doesn't mean that they're not going to start to build up a talent pool. So there's a little bit difference there. What I'm saying is you should continue to look for work via networking channels, but understand there's not going to be a whole lot of jobs available right out of the gate. So a new job is going to take some time. So be very good at your existing job, because if you show any sort of resentment or anger or frustration, the company could say, well, then we don't need you because, we just laid some people off who I'm sure now that have been out of work with no paycheck would love to come back. Unemployment doesn't go very far, the unemployment check. So really do the best you can, be grateful for what you have, and make sure they're not seeing any signs of frustration so that you can keep that job while you're looking for a new job. And then really what you want to do is start the networking. Going back to this concept of bucket lists, I stress this all the time. You need to be a job shopper. You need to have a nice, clear list of companies you'd like to work for, and you need to start networking with people there, full well knowing there's no jobs posted at the moment, but now's the time to make friends. Or if you already have friends there, to reach out and reconnect and reestablish the relationship so that when they turn the jobs back on, when the openings are there, you've already got relationships so that you can network your way in, get referred to the hiring manager, because there's going to be a lot of people trying to do the same thing, and applying online just won't cut it. You're going to have some kind of personal introduction in order to be considered for an interview. So networking is what I'd be doing right now.